John and Sophia were sitting in a small park, surrounded by the bustling city. They were both quiet, lost in their own thoughts. John finally broke the silence, his voice trembling with emotion. "Sophia, we need to talk. I've been feeling lost lately, like I don't know where my life is going. And I don't know if I can keep going through that motions with you anymore." Sophia's eyes filled with tears. She had suspected that this conversation was coming, but it still hurt to hear it out loud. "What do you mean, John? Is there someone else?" John shook his head. "No, it's not that. It's just, I don't know. I feel like we're growing apart, like we don't connect the way we used to. And I don't know how to fix that." Sophia's voice was tight with emotion. "John, I love you. I don't want to lose you. Can't we work this out together?" John sighed. "I want to, Sophia. But I feel like we're just going through the motions. And I don't know if I can keep pretending that everything is okay. I need to find my own happiness, and I don't think I can do that with you." Tears streamed down Sophia's face as she struggled to hold back sobs. "I don't want to lose you, John. You're my best friend, my partner. I love you so much." John took her hand, his own eyes misty. "I love you too, Sophia. And that's why I have to let you go. I need to find myself, to figure out what I want from life. And I can't do that with you holding me back." Sophia let out a heart-wrenching sob, her body shaking with grief. John pulled her into a hug, holding her as she cried. They sat like that for a long time, their tears mixing as they said goodbye to the love that once was. Eventually, they pulled away from each other, both of their eyes red and puffy. "I don't know what the future holds for us, John," Sophia said, her voice quiet and sad. "But I hope that someday we can find our way back to each other." John nodded, his own voice thick with emotion. "I hope so too, Sophia. But for now, we need to focus on ourselves and finding our own happiness." They stood up, their hands still joined for a moment longer before slowly letting go. They looked at each other, their hearts heavy with sadness, but also with a glimmer of hope for what the future might hold. And with that, they turned and walked away from each other, both of them unsure of what the future would bring, but knowing that they needed to start a new chapter in their lives. As they walked away, their hearts were breaking. But they also felt a sense of relief that they had been honest with each other and were taking steps towards finding their own happiness. They both knew it wouldn't be easy, but they were determined to make the best of this new beginning. As they looked back one last time, they were reminded of all the laughter, all the tears, and all the love they had shared. And with a heavy heart, they realized that all they were left with was an emptiness that could never be filled.
The moral of this story is that sometimes love isn't enough to keep two people together. Even the strongest of relationships can come to an end. And it's important to remember that it's okay to let go and move on in search of your own happiness. It can be painful to say goodbye to someone you love, but holding on to a relationship that is no longer fulfilling or healthy is not the answer. It takes courage to face the truth and make the difficult decision to move on, but it's a necessary step in the journey towards personal growth and happiness.